translates into 12,000 to 15,000 rupees.
When Dada Sahab Safikar's family discovered that he had leprosy, they forced him to leave the ancestral house. With only his wife Padma Tai to support him, Safikar found that leprosy patients were faced with societal revulsion and hostility. To change this, Safikar turned to the RSS to help him start an institution for the clinical treatment of leprosy patients as well as their economic rehabilitation. Safikar's determination to fight against societal indifference and give hope where none existed was the starting point of Udyog Dham in Talegaon, Maharashtra. Over the decades, the RSS has worked closely with Safikar to give shape to Udyog Dham. In the process, the institution has been able to change the lives of over 15,000 leprosy patients.
It's been 8 years since I came here. I have received good medical attention. And now I have recovered. I make chalk and in the factory I make files.
Many like Safikar, who had been ostracized from their families and villages, have now returned home fully cured and with new occupational skills. The Sangh constantly challenges societal misconceptions and stereotypes, like in Yamgarwadi, Maharashtra, where a movement is underway to bring social and economic rehabilitation of tribes like the Pardhis who have been branded as criminals.
The objective is to provide them with education, homes, a means to earn a livelihood. Like this, there are 22 different programs being run by the Bhatke Vimukt Vikas Parishad in Maharashtra.
For centuries, these nomadic people have been subject to discrimination and made scapegoats by the law enforcers. This sad state of affairs continues to this day, with many Pardhi children born in prisons.
I learned many things here. I was born in jail. Both my parents are still in jail, but my mother will be released soon.
While the children in Yamgarwadi are being given an education, the youth and the older generation are encouraged to settle in one place by taking up agriculture or other vocations. Over the years, approximately 10,000 Pardhis have benefited through Yamgarwadi's work. The process of rehabilitation extends to other communities. These include Gopalaks or the Pahalwan, who are followers of Shivaji and Maharana Pratap. For centuries, they have earned a livelihood by performing Nautankis. But in the present day and age, as other forms of entertainment become popular, the Gopalaks are finding it difficult to make ends meet. Seva Bharati initiated a series of steps to save this precious community from slipping into the clutches of poverty. They are being convinced of the benefits to settle in one place. The process is starting to yield results. A school is also run for the children, while the women are trained in embroidery to supplement family incomes. The Constitution of India guarantees gender equality, but the ground reality is very different. Women are discriminated against due to archaic societal practices, with the male child given a preference over the female child. Discrimination manifests itself in a number of ways. For example, the last few decades have seen an alarming decline in the ratio of women to men. Evils like dowry, domestic violence, lower levels of education are some other indicators. By using a multi-pronged strategy, Seva Bharati is working to uplift the status of women from a social, cultural, economic and political perspective. For the younger generation, a strong education for the girl child is emphasized in all educational and social projects. Adult education classes are run for women who are illiterate. Women are told about their fundamental rights and why they need to protect those of the girl child. Women are also encouraged to empower themselves financially through vocational skills. These centers are spread across the country, like the Sanjeevani Sharda Kendra in Jammu. In Tejpur, Assam, the Madhav Seva Sadan imparts training in a number of fields like computers and tailoring. In remote areas like the tea plantations of Ayagudi in Assam, employment for women tea pickers is seasonal. Here, Seva Bharati imparts training to them in tailoring, embroidery, painting and making soft toys. This work supplements the household income. Other ways of making women self-reliant are being explored by organizations like Shakti in Kerala through special workshops.
The women's wing of Swadeshi Science Movement, Shakti, is organizing this training camp on mushroom cultivation. Poor people, women, can just cultivate this mushroom and then they can find a market without any problem.
To give a further boost to these efforts, a large network of self-help groups or SHGs has been started across the country. This grassroots initiative involves a group of women pooling their resources to run a small business. In the villages around Bhuj, Seva Bharati volunteers have been able to motivate women to embroider traditional cloths and items for retail.
Since the women here have joined the self-help group, they think about themselves and their homes. And importantly, they do not need to depend on others as they are earning themselves. Now they can give rather than take.
Seva Bharati provides raw materials like needles, threads and cloth for the embroidery. The final goods are then purchased from the women and sold further.
We benefit as we interact with others and also save money in the bank.
In Kerala too, self-help groups have started a number of businesses. In Calicut itself, there are over 75 SHGs running small-scale units, including a chain of reasonably priced grocery stores. The Madhav Bhakt Surdas Swasarya Kendra in Aluva in Kerala is a self-help group which empowers blind women financially. Here they make agarbattis under the brand Krishna Jyoti, which are distributed and sold in the market. Sujata is the group leader engaged in this noble cause.
We have started this place so that the blind girls can be provided with work to make them become self-reliant.
The service activities of the RSS and organizations inspired by it are a step towards the emancipation of sections of society who have for centuries been geographically isolated, socially marginalized and economically deprived. It is a partnership with the people of India to strengthen and transform the foundations of our society, be it social, economic, cultural, religious, philosophical or political. In less than 2 decades, the number of social programs have grown to over 60,000, benefiting lakhs of people across the country. But for the RSS, it is a small step, given the challenges faced by the people of India and the vision of its founder.